Okay, what am I doing here? Let's see. Uh, okay. Oh, whoa. Oh, oh, what does this mean? Oh, okay. Not sure here. Am I able to share the huh? Let's see. What about what layout would I have? What's a banner? Oh, okay. Oh. 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 So I can't turn the camera around when I'm on this. That when I can't do. I guess not. Well, that kind of stinks. What's media assets? Okay. 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 I wish I could turn the that turns it off. I'd like to turn it around. Anyway, I don't know. I'm messing around for a minute. Let's see. I think and let me see. I don't know. I don't remember last time. Last time somebody did come in. I'm trying to see. I feel kind of sluggish today. Nothing real spectacular going on. I'm not liking the fact that I can't turn the camera around when I want to. Through the YouTube app, I'm able to do that. If I want to show y'all whatever I'm doing, well, not my face, I can flip it around. And I don't know, I don't see how I can do that here on this. I'm not seeing how I do this or if I'm able to do that. Well, there's the camera. Let's see. Okay. Okay, there we go. So I can change it. Okay. Okay. Well, it's good that I'm experimenting anyway. Kind of messing around. Because I need to know how to do that. And how did I just do that? Let's see. Oh, okay. I know how to do it. You go into there. And then I would come back. Okay. And then just. Okay. Well, that's something simple enough. How you doing there? Dadgummit, I can't get it to. Oh, there it is. Big old glob there. I'm wasting a lot of this stuff because it wants to come up through there like that. Be right back. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Let's see if there's anything going on here. We can try this, I guess. And this time, I guess I need to pay attention. That's a link if somebody, because there's a way that people can enter the studio without being on the live itself. Like, and I didn't think about that the other day when I did it. I'm just kind of test running this, not really in any. I haven't really sent this link to anybody directly. You see, I did share. I don't know if the link is this link or not, but I shared a StreamYard link on the X like 3 different times now. I don't know if anybody will. I think all it's doing is sharing actual, just kind of a broad thing that's talking about StreamYard. So it could. I don't know if it's going to bring any. If they hit it, it might just take them to the main StreamYard thing. I don't know. Oh, hey, Mr. Schultz, Destruct. What's up? 2 minutes. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm trying to remember. I'm testing out. The other day I had trouble. Let's see, Betty Spaghetti came in to the studio and I didn't notice, but I didn't realize she didn't really want to be up on the screen in the live. But what I wasn't able to figure out was because I'm doing kind of like you were doing, although I'm live on the channel right now. But I just kind of was going to see how this works with my phone. And somebody told me the other day, somebody I'm subscribed to and friends with on here on YouTube, Billy, a lady, she does a lot of streaming, but she said she's used StreamYard before to do have several other people on with her, people with other channels and stuff. And she's using it all off her phone. So when she said that, I knew that I could, it's just a matter of me using it. Okay, let's see, comments. What's going on here? Okay. You had to give me a second. The other day when, Betty Spaghetti was about the only one kind of watching, but she had entered the studio, and by the time I realized it and went in there, and then I fumbled around a minute because I was trying to figure out how do I make both of us show up. And so that will be my task here in a minute. I guess to fit. If you come in here in a second, hold on a minute. Ow, son of a bitch. My ankle. Yeah, let's see. So I got to pay attention is what I'm saying, guys. If somebody hits that link because apparently, I guess well, that's how it works when I hit other people's shit. I end up in their studio and then they have to see you and open up. It's like weird. It says add to the stage. So apparently, it's like but really you can stay backstage too. So that was kind of weird to me. And then I realized I tried to go live earlier through StreamYard and then I just ended it real quick. And when I came back in, I had the option to just enter the studio again through this same stream that I was doing. So I guess I guess I'm able to come in and out. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Maybe, well, I know Self-Destruct knows a little bit. And I think he's saying in 2 minutes, maybe he'll be. This thing keeps clogging up. Truthfully, guys, I wasn't going to go live. I kind of just went live. Been anxious a little bit, but okay, there we go. And then what do I do? Do I just self-destruct? How do I add the stage?
You got it.
Okay.
Am I clear?
Okay, there you go. The other day, sorry, man, what?
Is my audio okay?
Yeah. Okay, so it's pretty simple. I don't know how long I'll be on here. I'm just, I'm kind of,
same.
I'm doing
same. I'm just popping in.
Well, no, I mean, I'm glad you did. I almost just sent the link direct. Do what?
Well, I see you're just testing, you know, and I was going through that testing the other day, right?
Yeah, like what I didn't realize the other day was like I could be doing that, like not going straight, like never. I could be just in the studio and invite people in and learn how to do it without being live necessarily. And but I'm thinking in my mind, like, well, why not just be live? And like, you know, I'm kind of like, it wasn't that complicated. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it was very complicated for me the other Saturday night. You know, it was the other Saturday, right? When I was just having people in the back room showing some movies, right? Just trying to see what I could play, right? How to work out the presentation. Yeah, how to work out the presentation and such, and the audio and such. And then I go live that night and I'm drinking and I'm like, trying to send the link to a few people, trying to get a comic artist or two on the show. And man, I'm like, are we live? Wait, you know,
I didn't think you ever. I didn't know that did you end up trying to do it later that night? Like, cause you were drinking like, it was like when we were on in the backstage, you were like about every 20 minutes, every 15 or 20 minutes, you were like, cheers. You know, like I don't give a shit, but like I noticed like, you know, like, you know how like you notice from like, say the time you start hanging, like you are hanging out with someone to say an hour and a half later and or like I left and then I came back in a little while later. Like from the first time to the second time, it was like a big difference. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm not meaning nothing.
I'm not meaning nothing. No, I'm just telling you, it got worse. It got worse.
Right, because I was. I think you said something the next day to me in a comment or something about it, like how. Oh
yeah, just thanks for popping in and all that such, right? Like
yeah, but I remember
a few other people.
You said you kind of alluded to you kind of fumbled some shit or something because like you were like off all day and you were just enjoying yourself and like I can only imagine, you know.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I was just chilling, you know. Like I did have that weekend off, and you know, over the course of the whole day, it turns out I drank probably 3/4 of a liter, right? But it was, you know, like you said, about every 20 minutes or so. And I don't do that very often, but I used to do it more often, right?
Right.
But it's just like, you know, I just want to enjoy myself or whatever, right?
My thing is when I drink, sometimes I'm drinking so quick that, especially if it's liquor, and I'm almost 3 weeks sober now again. But when I'm drinking, well, I'm just saying, like if I'm drinking and it's liquor, especially, I'll tend to forget how quick I'm drinking, and like I'm not. It's not like, you know how like it kind of it's not all hitting you at once. It's like you're just slamming it, and then like an hour or two later, all of it's kind of accumulated up into like it's all kind of like coming on. It's like before I know it, I'm like, if I don't watch it, I can be a little more fucked up that I want to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying. But for the most part, I was chilling. You know, just having a little bit, right? And then and then I'm like, hey, fuck it, you know, let's go live. And I'm like, oh wait, nobody else wants to come in. And I'm like, well, we'll just go with what we go with. And I got in the end, I got Frederick on. If you know him from let me share this image.
Oh, I was thinking while we're talking, I forgot. Well, there for a second, it looked like there was. When you hit the link, like you were watching, if you've hit the link, is it still showing you as one of the viewers? I don't know how that works.
Oh yeah, I have the YouTube tab open too.
So it's going to still show. Okay. But what I was saying is I was kind of like all of a sudden realizing, well, at one point it looked like there was a couple of people watching, and I was like, maybe I should like tell people, hey, this is so-and-so, but nobody else has said anything in the chat. So I'm not like, and now it's just showing one person, you know, sorry, man, I ain't trying to, you know how like the thing, like when you're watching the counter, sometimes it's not necessarily accurate. Like sometimes I'll show 0 and there's actually people watching. And then sometimes it's like showing people and it just goes in and out. And like, I'll think people have left and then someone says something and all that kind of shit. So anyway, sorry.
Here's this, if you click the same thing, the 3 dots on what I'm sharing thing beside. See, you're on a phone too, so like you said the other day, if you have like 4 people, you're not going to be able to see anybody below that. So I don't know exactly what you can see. No, don't make me full screen, but this thing right next to my screen, it's another little window, right?
Okay, sorry, I accidentally backed out. Damn, I hit my by accident. I hit the arrow button back, and it just took me completely out. So, but
okay.
But that means like,
do you see that
when that happens, it's still streaming, isn't it?
Yes.
Like I just was out of this. Like I just came off the stage, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So only if you were like, say, out of the stream for like 30 minutes, and then it might automatically cut off. I think something like that. No,
right. Like there's probably like a setting.
I'm trying to share this thing. You know, this Twitter post. I'm trying to share my screen. But you have to.
What do I need to do?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Hold on here.
I know how to do it, but how do I describe it? It's like,
are you in here twice?
No. Okay, that's the other screen I'm trying to present.
Do I need to? Well, it's coming in as a guest. What do I do? Touch it?
Yeah. There you go. You got it.
Oh, okay. There you go. Hey, so it put us to the side, and then it pulls it up. So like people watching, if they're on a big enough screen. Yeah. Okay.
There are different formats you can do as well to make like put us on the bottom or on the top, or
right,
or to make this thing the whole big thing. But this is
like we could just be. You could just hear us, and it could be even bigger, couldn't it? Like we wouldn't have to. Well, see, that's cool. Well, like you've messed around with it a little bit, and like apparently it's works pretty much the same on mobile. It's just, and that's what Johnny was saying, that he just said that might be frustrating, especially if I was to have more than one person. Like say if we added another person in and then another person, but if we're all just like having fun, it doesn't really matter to me. Like, because I'm not, you know what I mean? Like,
if it's horizontal or something, you might not be able to see the 4th person at the bottom at all. Stuff like that. Just by screen size. This image is from Frederick Guimant's upcoming book he's been working on for a good while. His character gets locked up, right? And his character is so fearful in prison, right? And he's going to the chapel every day. And finally he decides to pray and ask for his fear to be taken away. And a specific angel, I can't recall which angel he decided on, right? But comes to him and takes his fear away. So I mean, you've heard of Daredevil, right? It's like the man with no fear, but still Daredevil does have, you know, a sense of fear, right?
Yeah, what's the name of this one?
No sense of, this is Rattel.
The project?
Yeah, Rattel. It means honey badger in French.
Okay.
And that's his website in the post, rattelcomic.com. He streams on YouTube as well. But yeah, this
so he's French then. Like he's got
he's French. He speaks perfect English. He speaks perfect French, right? But he's in the French area of Canada, right?
But still, though, like coming from certain areas and stuff. Even if he's not like speaking French, that can influence like the way, you know what I mean? Like oh
yeah,
it's always intriguing to me to like, I don't know.
I get what you're saying. But yeah, his character,
is that his angel coming to him?
Well, that's
coming.
I don't know if it's his. I mean, you know, it's.
Or is that a transformation like him? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm maybe I'm overanalyzing.
No, I don't have every detail down, but no, it's not a transformation. It's an angel coming to him to answer his prayers. He's praying for all of his fear to be taken away because he's so fearful. And the angel takes away all of his fear. So it's kind of like one of those be careful what you wish for things, right?
Yeah.
Like be careful what you pray for as well. As I've heard from some preachers on YouTube, some black preachers on YouTube, it's like you might be praying for your son to get out of prison or get out of jail. But what you don't know is that God's plan, you know, is to keep him there because he's safe there because there are people out there looking for him at that point.
Right.
So, you know, we have to be specific with our prayers. You know, only pray like what Jesus said, right? Our Father, right? Not just like, oh, you know, please, you know, it might be someone's time to go, right? So if you're praying for them to stay alive, you might just be keeping them around, right? Well, I'm getting off into the weeds, but this character prays for his fear to be taken away. I've said that about 4 times now, but so that's not necessarily a good thing because his fear is completely taken away. Which I bounced that back with Frederick, and he's like, yeah, that's you know, kind of a dangerous thing that leads to him basically getting his ass beat several times. But the character also had a good stash of Bitcoin or such, right?
Yeah.
And he kept the passcode memorized in his head the whole time he was locked up. So when he comes out, it's worth so much. So he has like all this Batman style technology that he could utilize. And he goes around on a like a quadcopter, if you're aware of that. It's like a drone type deal.
Yeah.
So he's flying around on that, like, you know, superhero thing. One other thing he mentioned at another time was he wears these red goggles, right? Like the military. Apparently, the military used to use these red goggles, red night vision type, and now they use green because what they were seeing in the red, they were seeing all kinds of things out there, like say above Vietnam and everything, and they're saying we can't tell if it's not showing up on radar. We can't tell what that is. Looks like a demon.
Oh, okay.
And all kinds of stuff. So there's a lot that goes into this. And
you know what? You bringing that up, I just seen something like just in the past 24 hours, I came across some information. Now you can take it with a grain of salt, but I stumbled across some comments based on that exact thing, but based in the real world, like claiming that the military has these some kind of goggles, like what you're talking about, that allows them to see other, like, well, they were talking, you know what I mean? It's just strange that you're talking about this, and just in the like I literally, like, from yesterday to today, at some point, I was in somebody, like, on someone's feed, something they were sharing, it was like whatever their post was. I went into the comments and it started going down like a rabbit hole. You know what I mean? Like, it was pretty interesting, but it was talking about, and like, cause the person that made the post, they said, okay, I'm biting. Like, I'm interested in what you're like. And then the guy shared like a picture or a link to something about these supposed goggles. And it's just strange. But a lot of fictional stories a lot of times are based on stuff that it might be like a fictional story, but a lot of things in it can be based on stuff that are real, or like being worked, like experimental and stuff that we read about and everything.
And you're aware there are tons of things that are not out there, right?
Right. Like
that we
technology is way more advanced than what the general public has access to anyway. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're talking about other beings or what?
No, well, just, like you said, other technology.
Yeah, like I've always heard, like, as far as like what we have on hand as the general public is like way behind compared to what's actually, they're light years ahead of like us using cell phones and everything already. And you know what I mean? Like, it's like a lot of stuff. It's just like they kind of slowly release it, integrate it into, get people used to it more and more.
Yes. Soft disclosure.
Yeah. Well, it's all leading up. Well, I think we talked about that, like the whole transhumanism thing. Like, I don't know where I stand on. Did that do that on its own, or did you do that?
I pulled it down. I was trying to look into that.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, they're called red phosphor goggles.
Oh, did you look up something?
Yeah, but I can't find anything, worth sharing.
Yeah. Well, I don't. It's somebody that I don't know. Somebody I just recently followed, and he had sent me a DM asking me to share his video because he's talking about reptilians and shit. And I'm pretty open-minded, so I shared it. You know what I mean? Like, whether I believe all of it or not is irrelevant, but I'm open enough to understand that some people have their reasons for why they think certain things, and some people have experienced things that I haven't. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that's kind of where, like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, after I'd shared that video, I was watching it, and then I was going into the comments, and there was somebody making comments, and then they referred to something, like I said, about them goggles, but I'd have to find it again. It was just strange. I don't know. I like that premise too. I don't know. I know you were telling me about that story, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot.
And that character, yeah. Anyway. Hey, this is pretty cool. You're right. Like, I don't know how it formats. So, like, if we had more, like, I figure, I don't think I would, me personally, I don't know if I'd want to have too many more people than just one person. Like, I'm just testing it out. So, like, if I want to actually invite somebody like John, like, say, like if I was to say, hey, do you want to go live with me next week on this day at this time? And you're like, yeah, we can schedule it. And then it kind of like, it gives it time to let people know, hey, like, I'm not just doing some random live that I do like pretty much all the time. Like, I'm trying to gear up to where, like, occasionally I can have stuff and invite people on, like, specific, just even if it's just to hang out, like right now.
Yeah,
but
I've learned, right. I've learned that Saturday night, right? Like yeah, you need to schedule stuff with people because a lot of people, they got young kids, right, or whatever, right?
Yeah, and like
And
me, I don't have any of that kind of. So I would, but I was just thinking, there's people that it'd be interesting, because like if I'm going to have somebody on, then I kind of want to give. It'd be kind of nice. I don't know how long it'll take, but that kind of might gain interest from people. They're used to just seeing me by myself, and then all of a sudden they pop in. They're like, "Hey, he's got somebody on there," But if I'm able to kind of tell somebody ahead of time, "Hey, come check out so and so, hang out with us,"
Well, you seem to do pretty well with just I mean, so I haven't caught your schedule yet, but you seem to, stream very frequently, right? And
Yeah.
it's not StreamYard. It's not, you're not sending out the link to other people. So you seem to do very well in having an audience, and it'll be 3 or 4 people, throughout an hour or so, or probably
anywhere from
7 or 8 people through the whole hour.
Yeah, that day you came and was in the chat. Sometimes it's less, like if I'm on more than 20 minutes and there ain't really anybody showed up, I'm going to probably end it usually. You know what I mean? Like you ever been like I guess if I didn't have nothing to do, but it's like, to me, it's like,
yeah,
sometimes I'm just in the middle of the day and it's kind of hit or miss. And sometimes, you never know, like you go on and before you know it, there's like a handful of people there and they're all like involved and actually chatting. To me, the worst is when I see that people are watching and nobody's like interacting with me, but they're watching and I'm like, fuck, what do I do? Like, you know what I mean? Like I play my bucket or read something.
Yeah,
and
I caught a bit of that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like, yeah, I think that's when that's probably when it'd be nice to like when I'm just starting to get used to doing longer than an hour stream and stuff, like sometimes used to after I'd get up to about an hour, I'd be like kind of wanting to just that would be about it. But
like you said, you got to get up and move around too and everything, right? I mean,
oh yeah, like
otherwise you kind of shrink, your back kind of just like pulls down and you just like, kind of shrinking down and it's like, oh, I need to maybe do some push-ups. I don't know, something. I just spread, just
yeah.
Spread my shoulders or, walk around a little bit.
But well, I mean, I've been like, that is the thing is I think once I want to like pick eventually I want to have like a certain day. Like I kind of stream most of every day. Like some days I don't. It just depends on how I feel. But they're just like lax. But I'd like to have like a day that I kind of work on deciding, hey, this would be a good day. This would be a good time. And that'd be like the day where people kind of know for sure that I'm going to do something and it'd be more thought out. Like maybe I have a topic or I've got something on my mind to be thinking about and I've invited somebody on. You know what I mean?
Like maybe you've written down a few points that you want to hit.
Yeah, like
and you have a specific
bringing something to the table instead of just going, "Hey guys, how are you doing?" Like bringing actual like something that I've been.
Which people do love that, I mean, just random, not any specific. I mean, I think, I mean, as a viewer, right? I'll say like I more often enjoy when. I don't want to say more often, maybe, but I do really enjoy when things can just go whatever way, freestyle, right?
Right.
As opposed to something like a sales pitch or whatever, right?
Well, I'm not thinking as much of a sales pitch as something for me. No, I'm just thinking of like having like a specific day that people that are like new to me, like people that don't know that I stream every day or something, but like they, I don't know. I've just been thinking about having something like where I kind of have a schedule where like you could see me live any time of the week, just about any time of the day. It just depends on how I feel. but have a specific day where you know that on that day, if nothing has happened, I'm going to probably do like an extensive live stream, you know, where like, I don't know. I'm just trying to think about how like people can, but you're right. Like, I don't know. I think I'm thinking too much about it. Be honest with you.
No. You just, we're just going over the same points, but just saying it differently, right? Just a little bit differently each time. No, and honestly, once you do get, you know, say 5-6 people in the chat, and it's StreamYards, or maybe you have 5-6 people in the chat, and then on your own, right? And then you say, "Hey guys, I'm gonna head out for 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna open up StreamYards because maybe you still want to go, right?"
Yeah, that would be cool. Like, if I get something going, because StreamYard offers some different opportunity. The only thing, like I said, there's somebody been. Sometimes I just get frustrated because I can't ever tell if I'm having a bad, if it's my end or if someone else is having trouble. You know, when you see someone's viewing and then it cuts out and then it comes on. I'm trying to teach myself not to pay attention.
Your connection seems great, but for
I think
they're working on the fiber optics or something, and I don't have fiber optics, but still, it's causing some issues with my internet. Plus, it's raining too, and that does kind of make a difference with the internet somehow.
Yeah, it depends on whoever's trying to view wherever they're at. Sometimes it could be on their end. A lot of times, that's what I figured. Like when it's on. Like I've had some people tell me I've had issues before, and I've had to find out kind of indirectly, like after I thought I might have an issue, and then I'd end the stream, and then it would turn out that there was something wrong. Like people would be coming in the comment and going, "Man, I was trying to tell you something, and you weren't able to see it," and I don't know what caused it, but sometimes I'll just get a weird feeling like I'll see people are watching and I'm thinking, is someone trying to chat and the chat ain't working? And sometimes I'll end it and start it right back and I don't know if that's doing anything, but that's just me, you know?
No. Well, there is all kinds of stuff like YouTube. Like you can't say certain things in the chat on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can say what you want on stream, but you know, they might catch you for that. Catch your channel, right? But then you also have certain things you can't say in the chat. It's just you know, when that earshot happened, right?
Oh yeah.
I was in the chat talking about a rooftop, right? And I'm like, isn't the service supposed to be on every rooftop within something like a 1.5 mile radius,
right?
And they weren't. So I could not say that in the chat. My chats were being automatically. I could see them. Right? Okay. I could see them, but nobody else could see them. And then I would hit refresh, and my chats would not be there. Right. So that was an interesting thing that.
Give me a second here.
Yeah.
See, what time is it? Okay, it's almost 4 o'clock my time. Where did you say you were at? I'm in Alabama.
Oh, yeah, I'm in Texas.
Okay, yeah. I remember we was in the same time zone, but you told me, but you're from Arkansas, though, ain't you?
No.
Or you used you used to live there, though, or something?
No, I knew what.
You knew somebody from Arkansas. Okay.
Yeah. I knew a couple people.
Well, the first night, like when I came on, I think when I first met you and I was on Johnny's show and you were like, we were both on there just it was just like hanging out. And I was thinking you mentioned something about Arkansas, but that must be what it was. Like I said Alabama and you mentioned Arkansas. You know what I mean? It's like,
oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm just trying to remember stuff. Anyway, man, I'm gonna probably end this right now. I think I'm getting a little fidgety, kind of like I'm I'm gonna smoke a little and then probably go outside for a little while.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right,
Hey, I
man.
appreciate
Yeah. If you wanna check stuff out again. See, I don't have all the time free, but
yeah. See, what do I do? Just
sometimes on the weekends I got a lot of hours free, and sometimes I have 30 minutes, something like that.
well, I want to try to remember that. Do other people do that where like they use StreamYard just to hang out, where they're not like necessarily doing a stream on their channel, but they've invited people and they're in the backstage just where they can talk privately? Like last week when we were just like, is that what like when I hear people talk about like when you see them, Ethan and them, they talk about they set up green rooms and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck?
They're talking about
like that's before, like if they got other like guests before they come on, they go into there and are chilling or something. Isn't it?
They're talking about the, like quote unquote, right, green room in Twitter, which they've added 20 people into, and they're like, so and so has the link, right?
Oh, okay.
So they could come in because they're in that room. But then there's also, the pre-show type thing where you can have everybody in or anybody in before you hit live, right? And then say, we're just going to check everybody's audio, make sure everybody is, good and all that stuff.
Well, it's like backstage, really. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like, I mean, I thought it was cool, the option, like it says add to stage, remove from stage, whatever. So I'm just trying to think of it that way, like looks like someone's tuned in right now for a second, but it doesn't. Like I said, when I went live, I was just seeing basically who. Yeah, I was testing this out.
If you pull that comment, unstar it.
That what?
If you pull my starred comment down, or
I
think it gets a star. Yeah, okay. Then it goes back to this. So then you can put in whatever on the banner and just say like, this is a test stream, this is my.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. See, I was looking at banners and I wasn't realizing that that's what it means. Like I could go in there and I could type out something. I could type out something, and I know what that means is that when I like here, it's going to show me how.
You can have that scrolling through the bottom just like Johnny does, right?
Right. Like if I had other people coming into the comments right now, when something popped up that was interesting, I could hit it, like highlight different. That's what I do. But I get what you're saying. Like there's nobody there right now. If I wanted, I could go in there and like if I was going to stay on here, I could type in there, just chilling, testing StreamYard, anybody can read it and see that it's not like there's nothing special going on here other than I'm just, you know what I mean? Like,
this is just a test,
right?
Like those, alarms and everything, right?
Actually, I'm surprised that a few people haven't showed up, but like, the only thing I didn't like when I went through StreamYard is that I wasn't sure if I'm sharing the link to X, if it's coming out, like it's showing a StreamYard link. It's not showing I don't think it's even showing the link for the. Like when I'm doing it from my app, I'm able to just share direct, hey, I'm going live here in a few minutes, or I am live.
Are you verified on Twitter? Or are you verified on
Twitter
with the check mark? Yeah, okay. Let me think.
But I mean, it don't really matter right now.
Okay, yeah, I don't know how to do what I was just thinking about. No. So when you post the StreamYard link, that's for people to come in, right?
Right.
But then you have to go to your YouTube and grab that link, and then post that one. And then maybe you put the StreamYard link underneath that one and say, anybody wants to join, come in. We're doing whatever for a little while, right? Or
well, that's probably where I have to have two devices, which I do, or like
you don't have to, but
if I schedule, like the way that I figured, I just went straight live.
Be a little easier.
If I scheduled it, then I can share it from YouTube and StreamYard, both. Like,
much
like if
easier,
like let's say I want to go live here in 30 minutes, and I just go ahead and set it up for 30 minutes from now, and then I'm able to go in there and do that. What I found out when I went straight live off of StreamYard, it seems like I'm not, like when I share the link, I can't just share like that I'm live on my channel. You know what I mean? Or maybe I can, and I just don't know how to do it yet. But
I think you can, but
the more I use it,
it would be smarter to schedule it. Yeah, it would be smarter to schedule it for like 15 minutes or something, just so you can grab those links real easy and drop them on X or whatever.
What I'd like to do is
people also see that it's scheduled on your YouTube channel, and then they can hang around if they want to.
I'd like to figure out how to, but I don't know if I can do that on the phone. I don't know how you do it. Like play something ahead of time. Like if I scheduled one for tomorrow at a certain time, like after church tomorrow, if I go to church and but like before it starts, like Johnny does. But he's got something he created with his own.
Well,
I don't know how you. I think I'd have to have a computer to do that.
I've been.
You know what I mean? Like have like an something at the beginning of it.
An intro, yeah. Intro, outro.
Yeah, where
so
people can show up and be chatting already before you even start, really.
So you should on the right hand side of shit. See, I don't know because you're on mobile, right? But
yeah,
on the right hand side it should have something that's, what does it say, man? I don't know.
I see scenes.
At some point,
Is it scenes? No, that's
let me see if I can.
No, that ain't.
Let me see if I can pop into my back room and see if I can. Hopefully not cut out.
I mean, it don't really matter. I mean,
it's called media assets.
Oh yeah, I see that. That's in the middle of my. It's like right here. It's got streamyard overlay, add overlay. What's that mean? Is that what
and then you see video clips.
Wait, I don't.
So it says logo, overlay, and video clips is the third one, and then
okay, I see video clips now. Okay, intro
music as well.
Okay,
so,
like if I have
video clips, you could upload, I guess, any length of video, and then just start that out, right? Like for an intro, right? That's what I'm saying. Like you were saying, for people just to gather before.
Yeah, like if
Johnny,
I was to schedule
probably use a 10-minute one or something like that. Give people time, whatever.
Well, it'd be interesting to learn how to do. So when I schedule one far enough, even if it's just 24 hours in advance, I can go in there and set like it. But especially if I had set up something for like, let's say a week ahead of time, and I think that there really will be people interested in it. You know what I mean? Like if I have something that I put a little thought into and I'm going to try to see how it goes, it'd be kind of cool to know how to do it so that, people can, especially if you start gaining attention, like let's say a lot more people started watching me, it stands to reason that it'd just be kind of smart to know that. Because I know when I go to other people's streams, it's pretty cool that like sometimes before they start or even in the middle of stream, sometimes how you're able to, like you might take yourself down off the thing, but you play something in the background while you're like intermission, or you tell everybody I'm taking a break for a second or whatever,
Yeah.
So now
any clips like that, you and
I say add video clip, or it's got a countdown. I can add and then it's got a thing where you can loop it. Like I could But see, I wonder. I need to probably do some research. I don't know. Is that only something I have to make, or well, no? Sometimes people clip other things and add them together, don't they? Like,
yeah. So then you could download that, and then upload it into the video clips part, and
right.
Or I've been trying to find some music that doesn't trigger copyright.
Yeah.
So I found a few, and one of them is do you want to hear one I have?
Yeah, if it don't,
Yeah.
it seems like if there's any bands that got stuff up that ain't really signed and everything, it might be all right, but I don't know.
And this is
I mean, a lot of
music
music
too, but it wasn't that popular, all that stuff, right? Oh shoot.
How'd you figure out that it don't trigger?
I was uploading it to my own channel.
Oh.
Okay, where is it?
What is your channel called?
Let me see this. I can post this.
Do you have? I asked you that one night, but like I never did see it under Mr. Self-Destruct or whatever. Like, unless I was just like,
I have
and I think
Self-Destruct and then
okay.
Reviews.
Oh, then that's why I probably wasn't see. Like I would have to know exactly what. Okay.
Oh man, where?
I'll figure it out. Like
Okay, I got it. Yeah, I'll just play it just for a minute. So if I go to present, and here's another thing, right? You can present your own stuff on StreamYard.
Okay, I see.
But you can't do that on YouTube as well. So if you go to present, and it was a little tricky for me to get this stuff at first, but present video file, and then you go through and find it. All my stuff is really disorganized right now. I need to just sit here for a long time and mess with it. But
I'm imagining I'd probably get frustrated trying to do this shit on a phone. But
okay, see if you can pull that up.
What is it?
No, like where it was before. Beside.
Oh, like this.
Where it looks like another person is. I'll turn the volume down a little bit. This is my video.
Oh, okay.
But you hear the music?
Yeah.
This is Ivan Neville. Why Can't I Fall in Love?
So many people come walking by, looking so happy. Well, all I do is cry.
Isn't all that happens if
I just wanna be
like if you get a copyright strike, it just makes it if it gets monetized, they make the money off of it, right?
Yeah. So if you
but you don't want to get I guess if you get in trouble that too many times, then it could affect your channel, couldn't it?
So if you upload, say that you're just testing out some videos with music or something for an intro.
Yeah.
And you just upload that and keep it private, it'll show you, oh yeah, this triggered a copyright, and then you'll look at it and it'll say this is not a strike, but it's a claim. So that just means that they'll put the information in the description of the song, right?
Right.
Some videos you can't play.
So we could take ourselves. We could go backstage right now and like say pull up something and it'll tell you whether it's going to trigger it or not. Is that what you're saying?
No, you would have to upload that just as a video.
Oh. I get what you. Yeah.
Then it'll let you know.
And then it'll tell you.
And one thing I noticed was sometimes the visibility will be limited to certain countries, right? It'll say, this video cannot be played in certain countries because of a 10-second even clip of, some European song, say.
Yeah.
stuff like that. But I mean, okay, what triggers copyright strikes? Okay, when somebody claims that you took their material and you didn't, like, say, make commentary over it.
Right, you just outright
played it, and
like if we were playing it, like if I'm doing a live stream,
you might not be able to stream for 2 weeks. I believe that's what
right.
It was, strike.
Which I don't understand because
or
there's a dude I watch off-topic show, and sometimes Matt will be playing all kinds of popular music off his phone during a live stream in the mornings. Like early mornings, he'll be doing like these fun live streams, like where he's not really covering news, and he'll be doing air guitar and shit to all these popular songs. And I keep meaning to ask him, how is he doing that without getting in trouble?
Yeah, you just have to. It's a trial and error. You just have to upload them as private and just see if it triggers the copyright. So if it's a copyright claim, then if you are monetized and say ads play on your video,
yeah,
those companies or people, they get that 15 cents.
Right, they'll get the money,
which is just 15
I'm just
cents.
curious to how like some
people take
people
away from super chats or anything like that, which people kind of freak out about. Oh no, it was copyrighted. Or TikTok videos or such.
Right.
Some of those are copyrighted, and people can flag your channel 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks after the fact and get the stuff pulled down.
Okay, that was Ivan Neville. That's one of the Neville brothers, I guess.
Not sure.
Well, I recognize the last name. Remember, there was like those. What was the one that was mainly the main guy was that got the most popular? But there was they were a group of brothers.
Yeah, I've heard
anyway.
Heard the name. R&B group.
Yeah, like, but that sounded kind of like that style. Anyway, maybe I'm right or wrong. I don't fucking know.
No, it says the four siblings: Arthur, Charles, Aaron, and Cyril. Cyril.
Oh, so this isn't he ain't related.
So that's another one. Who is?
Well, I don't know. I don't even know what the guy.
That was a good song.
Well, anyway, I think I'm gonna get off here now.
Right. Definitely.
I figured I'll just have to do this more.
Yeah.
You know, like, all that stuff, yeah. Well, like the fact that the reason I just want to be able to do it like fairly comfortably. So I need to do it a few more times before I actually like maybe schedule somebody that I want to. You know what I mean? Like I'm thinking like ahead. Like I want to ask somebody and see what day or time that like some people that I follow or something that wouldn't mind. Where like I could something where I could have them on and introduce even them to whoever might watch or something. Like kind of trying to help. You know how it is. Trying to promote somebody's channel or either something they're doing or their work or something.
And then they're busy. They're like, well, maybe I can come around this time. And then
right.
That time comes along, and then you go into someone else's channel and you see them there, and you're like, hey, didn't you say? So like, I'm not holding against anybody. Okay, but all right, since we're gonna end, you can. I don't even know where the end button is.
It's over here on the right, down at the bottom.
You can end the stream, and then you and I will still be backstage.
I like this. Hold on.
All right, peace and love to the chat. Anybody watching out there? Anybody who will watch? Ditto, right?
Yeah, ditto. I'm hitting it, but okay.